Nuggets' very own
Michael Porter
Jr.'s brothers, both brothers. We got the main brother, Jonte Porter, and we got the other brother, Coben Porter, who's about to go to jail for 6 years prison.
This is Jonte?
This is Jonte, the one who plays for the play for the Raptors. So if you didn't know the story, man.
Basically, he had people that had betting accounts make big time bets. He barely played, so I think he averaged under 7 or 8 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
And they would always, be bet over under 7 points a game. And he would play and say he was injured or didn't feel well and not go back in. And he'd have someone bet 80,000 that he would score less than 7 points. And since he got injured, he wouldn't. And they would get that money. But a lot of the bets were so suspicious that they actually froze the money and didn't even pay out. And what's crazy is he had made so far $2.3, almost $2.4 million playing in the league. And the amount that he would have personally made off of the bets was only $21,000. So
that wasn't counting the main one.
Away, for such a small amount.
People get greedy.
He might have done more than that, but that's what they're saying.
It's a gambling habit. It's a gambling habit. Once a gambling habit and it's an addiction, you see these rappers out here, they always turn around gambling, rolling dice. It's an addiction. People, you see Michael Jordan.
I mean, you see what happened with Amigos.
You see what happened to Michael. I don't want to talk about. Disrespectful.
It's gambling addiction gone wrong.
I'll talk about your GOAT and his gambling addiction.
Just his addiction to winning. Winning 6 championships in 7 years.
That's why he had to quit the NBA for 2 years.
He wanted to chase his dreams in baseball.
Horrible. But back to what we were saying. So if you didn't know, like my coach said, he was Jonte was basically betting on himself. He bet some games that, I'm gonna score 7 points. I'm gonna score less than 7 points. He go to the game. He come in, clock in, say, "Oh my eye," or "Oh my wrist," and stuff like that. He'd fake injuries.
Allergies.
He fake injuries and then he get a payout. But I mean, this time was just suspicious. This time he bet he'd make the under part. He make the under. He bet so much that it basically triggered the system because nobody would ever bet that much money on Jonte Porter.
I mean, he could have probably done smaller bets for a long time
and
for
got away with
5,
it.
10, 15 grand even. But man, it's I'm betting 100 grand on this player that probably only barely gets any bets put on him.
Facts. And
they're gonna look into that, dude.
Yep, and they also say they have videos of him basically shooting the ball and making threes and being damn, well, he shouldn't have made that. Look, I lost my parlay.
Dang it!
Imagine that. Imagine you set a parlay on yourself and you still mess it up. I mean,
I'm just too good.
Not in your hand, but I mean, you have that part, so that's going crazy. Along with the other brother, they have a younger brother named Coben. Coben lives in Denver. He plays for the Denver University basketball team. Last year, he was in a crazy DUI. He ran through a red light in basically early mornings.
Oh, allegedly.
No, it happened for. They have video camera and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and he got sentenced for it. So, I mean, we have the video right here. Play the video, co-host, and we'll come back and let you know the rest.
Driver at the intersection of University and Bucktail Boulevard, that is near the DU campus. Our Connor McHugh joins us live there tonight. He's been working on this story, and Connor, you have been looking into this investigation for us.
Yeah, Karen, police say it all happened here early Sunday morning when Porter allegedly sped through a red light at this intersection, going on to hit another vehicle. Now, one woman is dead, a man has serious injuries, and the driver who attended this campus could face a number of charges. At the edge of the DU campus, broken car parts and scattered clothing give a glimpse at a deadly and heartbreaking scene. It all happened early Sunday morning with a driver heading east on Bucktail.
So we have evidence that he entered the intersection on a red light.
Sergeant Mike Farr says within seconds that driver hit a Tesla going through the intersection, killing the driver and seriously injuring their passenger. Once on scene, officers arrested 21-year-old Coben Porter in connection to the crash. Investigators estimate he was driving around 50 miles per hour at the time. According to arrest paperwork, he also displayed bloodshot and watery eyes, slurred and mumbling speech, and the strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on his breath. Police say a blood sample was taken on scene.
Definitely tried to compartmentalize. Some bad and sad stuff happened to a couple of my brothers, but I got, 15, 16 more brothers in here. So I knew I had to be here for them and come in here and do my job and try to prepare to do it at a high level.
Coach was saying that.
Yeah, I mean, each one of them texted me separately and just told me they got my back. If I need anything, they got me. Yeah, a lot of people have been reaching out, friends, family, you know, so to have these guys understand, you know, why I missed practice yesterday and just have my back has been big for me.
Man, have my dog back, man. Michael Porter Jr. just going through it. Both his brothers going through crazy situations.
They're criminals.
The old Jonte got the lifetime ban from the NBA. The younger brother finna go to basically jail for 6 years. You've seen it would have been 8 years, but they running it concurrent, so he's only going to do 6. A lot of people in the city of Colorado, in the city of Denver, are basically mad because they feel like you have vehicle manslaughter. You were drinking. You should have received more years, more time than just 6 years. And the only reason you got this was because your brother's Michael Porter Jr. and that's basically their city's basketball team. Which is sad. I mean, even when you see the family, they showed the family after the whole situation, and you would think you would see them crying. They weren't even crying. They were like, "Oh, they understand. They see that
Who's crying? Who wasn't crying?
The family of the people that died.
Oh,
they weren't crying. They see that he's he's basically remorseful over this situation, and the whole time I'm thinking like he must have paid y'all off, man, because I would have been here sitting boo-hoo crying because it makes no sense why this shit even happened. It's just a tragic situation.
Yeah, man, it's definitely tragic. RIP to the people that passed away in that accident. It is tough for Michael Porter Jr. You got to have some empathy for him too. You know, to have a brother that you're like, man, it's cool to have a brother, and we both made it to the NBA. We're both living our dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then the brother gets in the news for all the wrong reasons and gets banned. And then another brother, before he even gets his chance to get drafted, wants to commit this act, unfortunate act of, making someone lose their life because they were drunk driving. So,
and a lot of people,
all kinds of unfortunate.
And a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, why it's not fair? Like, how come NBA players and other sport players can't bet on their sports?" And I mean, like, it's like people are already.
They can bet on other sports, but I don't think that they can bet on their sport because it's too close to home.
It's too close to home.
It's like they even had like some NBA players talking about how they bet on NFL games.
See,
I don't think they should be able to bet at all.
Why not?
Because they might got insider information.
I mean, what's wrong? Everybody got insider information. We finna have insider information soon.
Something like the wrestling.
A lot of other stuff. So I mean, and it's like people were saying that they're already saying like sports are already scripted. So if they find out like if they already feeling like sports is already scripted, then on top of that, you betting on your team losing. I mean, you can't have that. You can't have nobody.
This show is scripted. If you didn't know. We have a teleprompter right here, and we read all of our lines.
Man, but all prayers go out to the Porters, man. They can hopefully figure this out. I don't think he's gonna do the full 6 years. So, you do like 85%. Then you finna end up going to jail and doing like community service and things like that to cut time also.
I feel
so
like
most
4
years.
Sentences you get half.
So if you do like
good behavior and like other stuff, that you get like half.
Yeah, you end up doing like half the time. That's what usually happens.
Or it's either like a half to 3/4.
It's close enough.
50 to 75%.
I mean, hey, you get real close.